welcome to E Squared Shorts, a short version of the Entering Endgame podcast. Today's episode is focused solely on Pokopia, baby. It is over a month now since the original release of Pokopia, and we thought it would be so awesome to do an episode dedicated to this incredible game. I'm your host, Ashley Florida. It's great to have y'all back, and I am once again joined by my favorite co-host in the universe, Fresh64 underscore.
What's up, Ashley?
Hi, Fresh. How are you?
How's it going? I'm doing good. I'm excited. When we talked about this idea, and you wanted to ask me if I to be on, I was like, oh yeah, I love Pokopia or Pokopia, as some people call it.
I love that to start. Pokopia versus Pokopia.
Pokopia.
Let us know how you guys say it.
Because I think in one of the directs, one of the voiceovers was, I think he said Pokopia.
I heard that in one of the directs that you're talking about, right? Like the voiceover guy said Pokopia. And I was like, wait a second. But then when they panned to like the actual trailer, they said Pokopia. So, but I think Pokopia is more fun to say, even though I say Pokopia.
It's a cuter sounding, yeah.
Pokopia.
But I'm excited. Like I said, this is one of my favorite games of the year so far, and I've been putting a ton of time into it. So cannot wait to break it down, talk about it with you.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to this since we chatted about it. So y'all, this is gonna be a really fun one. And let's dive right in. Pokopia released, today's date, by the way, is April 15th. Pokopia released on March 5th, so it's been 41 incredible days since the release of this game. And the first thing I want to talk about is like a little bit about the numbers in the game. I'm sure you read that this game sold 2.2 million units in the first 4 days. Not the first week, the first 4 days.
That's crazy.
Is that nuts?
Crazy. I think people expected it because obviously, well, maybe they didn't expect it. It's Pokemon, obviously, right? When you have the Pokemon name,
right,
people are gonna go crazy. But it's such like a random, off, non-mainline Pokemon game. New game in the series. So it's like I don't know if people expected that to sell that fast, but once it picked up steam, I was like the numbers were crazy.
I mean, the thing for me was that it's on a brand new system. So I was like, how is it? How well is it going to sell? Will it be a system seller? And I don't think that really people expected it to do as incredible as it has done. The week that it launched, there were 448,000 Switch 2s sold. They were up 154% in Switch 2 sales the week that Pokopia came out. Is that insane?
Pokemon power.
Pokemon power. People said this was going to be a system seller for people, and I can say, as somebody who streams, I can't tell you how many people have come into my community and said, I want to get a Switch 2 just to play Pokopia, or people who have gotten a Switch 2 just to play this game.
Just because, yeah. I've been seeing that online too on social media, people talking, people posting, posting their new Switch 2, picture the Switch 2, and picture them playing Pokopia. Just really cool to see the excitement. The fans are excited for this new game in the series. So it has me excited, and I'm curious to see. It had that initial surge where everybody's hyped, but then I'm curious to see once all the positive feedback came and all the hype, all the stuff online. I'm curious to see when Nintendo does their second or their next, sales numbers postings to see how many Switch 2 consoles it's sold now.
I know it's there's not a ton of data out right now as far as numbers go, like sales for Pokopia. We have those first week numbers and everything, but that's really all that I could find online. But I will say, it's really cool to see how well it's scoring everywhere. IGN gave it a 9. It's got an 89 on Metacritic. And I do believe you had said, right, it's the top rated Pokemon game of all time.
Yes. And I think it's the highest rated game of 2026 so far.
Really cool. It's another one of those Twitch moments where you're part of this brand new thing that happens, this big group of people. I can't tell you how many nights I'll be streaming and people will say, oh, I'm playing Pokopia right now, or here's what I'm doing in the game right now, or I'm lurking while I'm playing Pokopia. And it just took the internet and the gaming world by storm, but it certainly took Twitch by storm.
Yeah, I also same. I've seen on my timeline a bunch of people have been playing it, still playing it, and like you said, just cool to see everybody's builds and islands and just everything they're doing. It's such a fun community game.
Yeah,
very cool.
So let's talk about our personal stats in the game.
Yes, this is part. I'll go first. I would prefer to go first, so we can save your stats for.
And
we can discuss.
Okay, sounds good.
So far, overall hours, according to my Switch profile, I am 70 hours or more in. So, not too bad. I feel like those are rookie numbers, possibly. Now, for me, like this game came out at the exact perfect time because it released at a time where I had spring break. I had a whole week off of work. So like just the absolute perfect timing for this game.
Yeah.
So where I could that whole week I was just locked into Pokopia. So it was like the perfect time.
That's awesome. Like you got to have that private time. Yeah.
Yeah. Like what's work? Like I get work and, Twitch streaming and, other hobbies going around. It's like, sometimes I just get tired, but I try to at least log in a little bit each night.
Yeah.
Before I go to bed. But those are my hours, and then total Pokemon I've collected so far. Unlocked 169. 169.
Nice.
My last Pokemon I got was Pichu.
Oh,
very excited. I love it.
Pichu.
Adorable. Yeah, Pichu is so cute.
So cute.
And I am up to 93 habitats.
Dang, that's a lot.
93, yeah.
That's a lot. Wow.
So pretty decent numbers, not too bad.
Cool.
Now I'm more curious about your number.
Listen, I would like to preface...
Especially these hours.
I would like to preface this by saying that... listen, I work from home, okay? And sometimes during the day, like in between quotes at my insurance job or... emails, I will play Pokopia. Now, what I do a lot of the time is I will have Pokopia open on my Switch next to me while I'm working, pick it up in between things, but I'll just have the music playing on my Switch with like literally it just sitting next to me. So I would say that many of these hours are false. It's a lie. Don't believe what you hear. But I am currently.
Can I add real quick?
Okay.
Before we, not that it's not a competition or anything. Like we're just comparing hours, but also I believe I had a head start on you. So I feel like for like that first week, you didn't really play a whole lot because you were playing Fire Red, right? Correct.
I was so engrossed with Fire Red. I was so addicted to it when I started playing it. And when Pokopia released, the day it released, I did a special stream in my Espeon onesie. And then I did not play for about 6 days after that.
Yeah.
So, and which made me
you got
scared.
A late start.
I guess if you want to say I got a late start, and I actually got scared because I didn't play for 6 days, and everybody else was like doing their thing, and I was like, oh, I'm never gonna catch up to everybody. Like they're all so far, and I was like, am I even gonna like this game? Like I don't know. And I am currently sitting at 145 hours in the game.
Okay, not bad. See, that my number, you doubled my time.
Here's the thing. That's not possible because I did the math. I did the math, and I have not played Pokopia every day, including 6 days in a row off. I've not played it every day. If you do the math, that would mean I play Pokopia for the last 41 days, an average of 3.5 hours per day. There is no way. I work 110 hours a week between my 2 jobs and editing my YouTube stuff. There is no freaking way. No way. I wish I had time to play Pokopia that much, but I have played it a lot.
Yeah.
I when I can find time to play it, I play it.
Yeah, but I'm like
no shame.
Knowing like your experience, I'm just interested to hear because this is your first ever kind of sim game, crafting type game.
Yeah.
So like I'm just kind of interested to hear kind of your thoughts on your experiences so far. Like as you like I said, put in your hundreds of hours, 100 hours.
Listen,
we'll cut off those 40 for idle time.
Also, I've registered 120 Pokemon, and I have 57 habitats so far. Nice. So not close to you. But as far as like my experience with the game so far, it's my first crafting sim type of game I've ever played before, like you said. And I feel like there's so many people who just wanted to roll credits on this game and like who are playing it to like play the actual game. I am nowhere near done with the game and I have no plans to beat the game anytime soon. I'm really just having fun exploring, going to like the little dream islands. I like to pick the flowers. I like to look for the rare colors of flowers. I like to look for, gems and like rare metals. And like, I like to explore, gather materials, break down all the buildings, bring them back to my islands, build little cute places for my Pokemon, build little flower gardens for them. Like, that's the stuff that I'm enjoying doing. I'm enjoying like my own personal creativity. And I'm getting like, it's overwhelming for me a little bit because with how many Pokemon, I didn't even realize I had 120 Pokemon registered as of today.
That's a lot.
I feel like I try to have like personal relationships with all the Pokemon. Like I know what they like. I know their favorite berries and the things they like in their house and stuff like that. And I like to go around and talk to them and like give them little presents. Like, I don't know. That's how I like to play the game. I play like a very cutesy, girly, whimsical kind of game. And I'm not super interested in progressing at this point. I'm just having a great time, like discovering new Pokemon and building new buildings. And I'm like creating little things on my original island. I have like a library and I'm like, I don't know, I'm making, stuff for my favorite Pokemon. I built her like a big mansion. I just built her a big tree farm and I'm building her an outdoor barbecue area, like little things I'm like inventing. It's like my own little world. I can make everything pink if I want to, flowers, girly stuff. Like I'm just having a ball. I'm just having a little blast making up stuff for myself to do. And I feel like too with like, if you want to talk about like your dailies, like the daily tasks and stuff like that,
Mhm.
the more environments that you have, like the more tasks there are and the more things to check. And like, I'm already overwhelmed.
I got it. Yeah.
I'm so overwhelmed, like not in a bad way, but there's just like so much to do. So I got all my environment. I only have 4 environments right now, like islands or whatever,
Right.
but they're all at like the max environment, 10 plus. All my Pokemon are very happy. So
Hey.
that makes me happy. That's what I like to do in the game. Well,
I think
how
with
is go ahead.
honestly, what I think what I love about this game, just like you can enjoy this game from like many different perspectives.
Sure.
Like you said, you're more of the, you love creating your little houses and your little buildings and all these, the decorating aspect of it.
Yes.
And I think it's cool because my perspective is I do like doing kind of the daily. I love a good checklist, doing these daily tasks, checking off these different activities. From day to day, like trying to clear off different missions. And that's kind of like where I've enjoyed the game. I just love, collecting the habitats, doing, each Pokemon has like certain things they want. Oh, can you help me with this? Do this. And just kind of just going around, just helping all the Pokemon. And I have, like, for me, I have, I did roll credits yesterday.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And like I said, for me, just playing through it, like I also kind of wasn't in a rush because I think they said the main story is probably like maybe around 30 hours. So like I wasn't kind of rushing through it. So I was kind of, doing some main quests, do a little decorating, kind of bouncing on between quests and stuff. But overall, like I said, I just said I enjoy the main quest. My plan was, get through the main quest, clear the story, which I feel like the story in this game is really underrated. Like in a Pokemon game, I think this is one of the best stories. It's very like simple, but like so I don't know, so thoughtful, charming, just like heartfelt. It's just a cute little story.
It goes deeper than it needed to.
It does, yeah. I feel like they took the time to flesh out, the lore here in this game. But now that I've cleared the story main quest, now I can go back and kind of focus on the decorating. Because for me, like I'm going through, like I have 169 Pokemon, but they're living in shacks and huts, and they're out there struggling. So now, like I'm okay. Now I can clear. I can kind of like clear the town. All right, let me start over. Get stuff more organized, lay some paths, like do all kinds of fun stuff. Get to that decorating and kind of creative aspect. And we'll talk about here later about some of the abilities. Like once you get
Yeah.
deeper, you get more abilities that helps and makes decorating and creating more easier.
I I saw a video and it was like a girl and she was going through her beach habitat and it was
Mhm.
just squalor. Like nothing was fixed and all the
I know,
Pokemon had no
yeah.
houses and she was like, this is what a maximum level 10 environment looks like. I was like, girl, same.
I know. That's like me. Like I do have a lot of houses, especially in that beach area, but
Yeah.
like they're empty. Even some houses, nobody's like no Pokemon are in there yet.
Oh my
Like,
God, that's my toxic trait is that I have them build houses and then I don't put any Pokemon in
I
them.
know,
They
yeah.
just sit there.
Yeah, or like just like you said about my house, like to create a house, a home for a Pokemon, you just need three items, and
Yes.
you can move
You
somebody
have a
can move
house.
in. So
Yep.
everything's just bed, usually bed, chair, and maybe table is like the standard. This is your standard move in.
Yeah.
On my island.
I have been trying really hard to like every time now that I get a new Pokemon, I actually take a moment and I look at like what it likes and stuff like that. And if it's like, I like ocean vibes, I'll put like a hammock or I'll put like a beach parasol in there or something to make it happy and stuff like that. So I've been trying to customize a little bit. But yeah, as I'm getting like newer Pokemon, they're filling up the empty houses that I have. But the ones that I've had for a long time who don't have like an actual roof over their head, I hate to move them because they're so happy. They love their houses. Like they love their non-structured houses in grass and on dirt. And I'm like, who am I to move you? Who am I to move you? I love it. It's just been really awesome. It's been really, really awesome. So I'm wondering if you, as you've been playing through, have any tips or tricks for the people. Do you have anything that you've thought of that like would possibly help another player? Because I definitely have something that I think will help everybody.
I do. This is a tip. Yeah, maybe some advice.
Okay.
To
I need it.
New players, incoming players, or if you started and those players that feel overwhelmed, because like you had mentioned, and I felt this too. Like this game can be very overwhelming. Like you start getting all these Pokemon, they start rushing you, start talking to you. I need this. Can you do this? You got to create these homes. You got to talk to this person. So like it can be very overwhelming. One of my tips is I would say just take your time. Like I say this game is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
So like there's no rush to to roll credits or to do all these quests. So like just take your time, kind of go at your own pace. Like don't overwhelm yourself. Because like I said, it can be, I could see it be a little overwhelming.
Sure.
And just like I said, just take your time, don't rush, and focus on a few tasks a day, or one or two things a day. And I think that'll help with your experience. Because I feel like if you're trying to do too much, like I said, you can overwhelm yourself and maybe kind of put yourself off of the game.
Yeah.
And so I would say kind of take your time, don't rush, just play at your own pace. Like don't feel like there's a rush to get through things and get to this. Like just take your time.
Actually, great advice.
It's a long
that.
game.
I like that. I was definitely overwhelmed in the beginning. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I just changed the way I played because every day I was going on, I was like, I want to give a berry to every one of my Pokemon today. If I did that now, I'd be playing for hours and hours and hours every single day. So.
Yeah, because there's like some days where it's like, I mean, you don't even need to do like move the main story. Like this day, I'm just gonna collect flowers. I'm gonna collect fruits. That's my day.
Yeah.
This day I'm gonna go to Dream Island. I'm gonna just collect supplies. Or this day I'm just gonna make this house. Like little things like that. Like don't feel like you need to do too much or move this. Like the main story is, you can, you'll get there when you get there. So like,
sure. Yeah.
I think it's just take your time and kind of enjoy the game.
Love it. I have
what about you?
I have a couple. But I'll start with in the game, you have gardens and you plant vegetables and stuff like that. And every single day, you can go to your Pokemon centers in all your different towns, and they have different items that you can buy. And you can trade your items you find in the game, and you can use them as currency to buy things in the Pokemon centers. Right. I have found that all the items that you grow, like tomatoes, potatoes, wheat, beans, are worth 50 a piece, which is a lot. But the best crop, in my opinion, is wheat to grow. Grow as much wheat as you can, and here's why. The other plants, like tomato and bean, they don't necessarily sprout all of their like fruit in a day. So sometimes you'll get 1, 2, sometimes you'll get 3. So you could get up to 150 in exchange if you sell it, right? Wheat, for some reason, is always in the same bundle, and it counts as 3. It counts as 3, which I did not know until this week. So every time you collect wheat, no matter what, it's worth 150 if you trade for stuff in the Poke Center. So grow lots and lots of wheat, because I am telling you, every day, the rare Poke Metal that costs 2,000, I'm paying for it with wheat and beans every day, baby. I'm buying stuff in every Poke Center, and it's being paid for with either like, the copper ingot or whatever, like things that were, you're smelting or whatever, because those are 100 a piece. But I'm paying for most of my stuff in wheat and beans, baby.
Nice. That's good advice. I didn't know that. I'll just be, I was like, oh, what's in my stores that I don't think I'll need right now? And I just start dumping it out.
If you see like in the shop wheat, I would buy. Buy. Okay. Another tip from me is if you're trying to level up your environment, this goes without saying that feeding your Pokemon the berries that they like, it makes your environment go up at the fastest possible of anything else you could possibly do. So I learned this with Sylveon, your favorite evolution. When I got Sylveon, I learned that if you make your Pokemon a habitat with its favorite things, move it in there, and then give it its favorite food, you can level your Pokemon to the highest happiness, which is awesome, right away.
Yeah.
I made her from literally basic, she just showed up, to the awesome category in about 3 minutes, and I had no idea you could do that. So I looked, and she said she likes cute things. I gave her a cute bed and a cute couch. I can't remember another, like, let's say she likes slender things and you want to make that little like skinny vase with the flower.
Sweet berries.
Stuff like that. So I made her a couple things she likes. She was happy, and then I fed her favorite berry. I'm telling you right now, look at what your Pokemon like in the Pokedex and feed them the berries that they like. That will literally level up your environment in 2 seconds. Easy peasy. Then you get more items and more habitats and stuff like that. Super cool. And then my last piece of advice here is, I'm sure everybody knows that every single day you can go to Vespiquen and you can trade honey to get up to 4 custom items in the game. I do this every single day. I never miss a day with her, because every time that she gives you an item, it has a special pattern on it. Now you can actually take the items that she gives you. You can go see Smeargle in the beach, and you can say, hey, I like this pattern. Put this on other stuff, and then Smeargle will learn the pattern, and you can use it to paint other things.
Nice.
Really cool. So you can actually take the cool, like I literally like to take all the things that Vespiquen gives me in a day, all 4. I put them out and look at them, and if I like it, I go right to Smeargle. I'm like, hey, here's a pattern I like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Super cool.
Some good tips.
Thanks. It's my 145 hours of experience.
You're a pro. I know, like, you're a pro with like all these kind of, like I said, the decorating, the selling, the growing things, growing the plants, all this stuff. So.
I didn't even talk about, like, when we were talking about our experience in the game, like, my main goal in this game was just to get Dragonair. She's my favorite Pokemon, and I found out you can only have her in the Sky Island, and I'm not there yet in the game. I haven't even gotten to the Sky Island yet. The furthest I've gone is the beach, and I've done nothing there. None of the electricity stuff, like nothing in the beach. So I randomly got, somehow in the game, I found in a Dream Island a Dragonite doll, which I don't know how. I've never been to that habitat before. So with that, I can go to the Dream Island that is the Sky Island. So I grabbed all the flowers and stuff that for her habitat, and lo and behold, I got her. So I built her like this giant, you've seen it, this giant mansion. I customized everything in it. The floor is pink. The roof is pink. The windows are pink. I dyed everything. I've 3D printed stuff that I saw on the Dev Island and dyed it. Like, I spent 2 days building this house for her. It's like an empire. And that has been like the most fun I've had in the game. I just wanted Dragonair so bad. Nice. Now that I have her, like, I get to just like build her like cute stuff, and that's been
no, that's cool.
That's been the bulk of my play.
I know when you showed me your island, I know you showed it on Twitch. I was like, the houses, the amount of detail, the flowers that are placed, the tree. Like I could see how you're 140 hours in there.
I know my flowers are all in like
that adds up.
beautiful patterns and stuff like that. Like I've put a lot of thought into it, but it's just it's a cool. You can really it's a really a cool creative outlet. Like if you're somebody who likes to do stuff like that. Oh
yeah, you can get pretty. Like I said, I some of the stuff I'm seeing online is like I saw somebody make a Taco Bell. I saw somebody today make a In-N-Out burger.
Waffle House.
I saw the Waffle House. Like just the craziest, the craziest builds. It's so cool. I know. Very cool to see what people can come up with.
One thing on here, and this was actually a question that you brought up, was your favorite region. What has been your favorite region so far in the game?
So far, I've gone through every region. I would say my favorite is Rocky Ridge.
Wow,
love Rocky Ridge.
Interesting.
I love just the look, the aesthetic, the everything. You got the volcano. You got you go underground. It has a cool just vibe and feel to it. I really love it. The Pokemon you start getting there, you get a lot of fire Pokemon, which are really cool. And just like I said, there's a lot of cool stuff in there. You find I guess we could talk about, I don't know. You find the museum. Have you found the museum yet?
Oh yeah.
Underground museum where you get Gimme Ghoul.
I haven't. He's the only one I haven't really done anything with yet in that area.
Oh, okay.
But I've met him.
So I pulled him out eventually. I got him out. Got him out of his underground museum. But just overall, like that's where you get the train tracks, where you start messing around with the. Have you started messing around with the railroad tracks?
Absolutely not. I have no interest in building the train tracks. Although I've seen your island and you've built some of the train tracks, right?
Yeah, I started messing around with them. So now that I've, like I said, finished the game, now I can go back and I want to create. The plan is to create sorts of setup to where this leads to my house, goes underground out of the volcano.
Really cool.
Try to do some crazy builds.
All right.
But yeah, I just like the feel. It has like a cozy, you got the pines, like the dark green. I don't know, the grass.
I was gonna say the aesthetic of the dark grass, the dark dirt. Yeah.
Yeah, it has like a cozy vibe, and like I said, mixed with the underground lava, the volcano, and then I do like the side quest that you do with the chef, the chef and the DJ Rotom. I like the side that are incorporated. It's just that all the stuff that is my favorite so far.
Yeah, cool.
What about yours? What would your favorite region be?
Take a guess.
I'm assuming the Wasteland.
It is absolutely Withered Wasteland. I'm like such a creature of habit, so like your original home, which is Withered Wasteland, is my absolute favorite. It was the first experience I had in the game, and it's obviously like the area that I've built up the most. And I don't know. I think it'll always be my favorite because it was my first. So it was like my first experience.
I mean, everything you have is built in the Wasteland. Like
my super nice stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's my second. I thought maybe I was like, maybe Pallet Town, just because that's like the original.
I do nostalgia like Pallet Town. Yeah.
That sounds cool. When that reveal, like, do you want to cross this road? And I was like, we're in Pallet Town. I thought that was pretty sweet reveal. I thought that
whole
cool.
Bridge thing, that was really awesome. Really a cool find.
That was one of my favorite things to uncover for sure.
I don't know like how the game ends or anything like that yet personally, but like I'm interested to see if we learn more about what Pallet Town is like, what's going on or what happened and what Pallet Town's like role and everything, and the humans not being there is. So
very cool.
Interested.
My close second, I was like, I don't spend a lot of time in this area. The beach.
I had a feeling you're going to say that.
Beach.
Yeah.
The main reason I like it was because of the two new Pokemon we get introduced to, Pikachu and Moslax.
I have not done anything with either of those yet, and they look so cool. I don't know what to do with Pikachu.
He's so cute, and his backstory for Pikachu is like the saddest, most. I know. Like he sat. What is it? He lost all his electricity because he was, giving it to his friends and his people.
my
And now
God.
he has no electricity.
I'm
It's so
kind of
sad.
scared, like when I eventually get Pikachu, that I will just like no life the game again and like build Pikachu like everything it wants.
Yeah. I moved him into my house. I was like, oh, I gotta
Oh,
have you.
did you?
That'd make you feel better. And then the
Did
Mossla. I love
you?
Mossla. He was when they first did the reveal trailer. I was like, oh, I need this plush. I need a Moslax
I
plush.
want a Moslax plush. Is it Moslax your profile picture on Nintendo Switch?
He is, yeah. That might be my main for a while.
Love that. I can't wait to figure
So
out like what
yeah,
to do with him because I'm like, so I found him. I just don't know what to do yet.
yeah. Also, there's a cool I did like about Bleak Beach is the Saint SS and
Yeah.
the boat. That was another cool reveal.
I have not done ransacking it quite yet, but I've gone multiple times and just filled my inventory with stuff that's in there.
Oh, have you? Okay.
I don't know what it's doing there or if it's part of the story or anything, but I have just stolen everything on the SS. I
Just
took it
fill
all.
up and take off. That's
I'm
a
not
cool
even
area
done.
because you do get the electric Pokemon.
Yeah,
Like there's some cute ones I like for sure.
super cool. Speaking of which, Ditto's abilities. Now, I personally obviously have not unlocked all of Ditto's
Right.
abilities, but let's talk about our favorite one. And if you don't mind, I'm also going to mention my least favorite one.
Oh, I have one too.
I wonder if it's the same one.
Yeah, you go first because I want to hear
Yeah.
which ones because I've unlocked all of them. So
Yes.
you go first. So what have you? Which ones have you unlocked?
I don't have like the list of everything that I have unlocked, but I think the ones I know what I don't. I wrote down what I don't have. I don't have Magnet, Glide, and Surf. Those are the three things I don't have.
Oh, those are probably the best ones.
I'm sure they are. I don't have those, so I'm gonna go by what I do have.
Those are OP, yeah.
And my favorite at the moment is Rollout.
Oh, I love Rollout.
I never. Do you know? I just started using Rollout like in the last
Did
few
you?
days. I was smashing everything by hand. I was all those like you've
Man,
seen all the buildings I've made. Every
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
those squares was smashed by hand and not with.
Oh yeah,
Rollout.
once you get Rollout with the hamburger upgrade, the hamburger boost.
Yep.
Oh man, you be
so good.
tearing stuff down.
Now that mansion that I made for Dragonair, since Dragonair is from the Sky Island, and she's my baby, what did I do? I went to the Dream Island and I got grass from that area. I got like the
Pink
blocks of not just the pink grass, but I got like Skyland field like blocks
the soil
with its own like dark green grass. Like I got her like all the plants from her hometown, basically. So I've done this huge build out for this huge mansion that I made her, and I'm making her a bunch of other stuff. So I have had to get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of blocks of the
Jeez.
Skyland field. And now that I have Rollout, that is my best freaking friend. Oh my gosh. Love that ability so much, like more than life.
Yeah, Rollout. You know what? Also, besides Rollout, whatever, like I use Rollout sometimes for is
What?
just to move around the map. Because once you're in that roll mode, you're zooming.
You're zooming.
You're zooming out there. You just be rolling.
I should do that.
Yeah, it gets you. He moves pretty quick. So
I like
and you
that.
can hop in the little ball. So pretty nice little movement ability as well.
Yeah. You want to say your favorite, then we'll
Right.
do our least favorite together?
Yeah, we could.
Okay.
But this one is hard because they said I have unlocked all of them. So I have what is it? So I have the fly or glide. What are the ones you said? Glide,
Surf
drawing
and
a blank.
Magnet.
Surf. Yes. I think surf is good. Like I don't spend a whole lot of time in the water, but it is nice to be able to. Because I know early on, like you trying to get through, especially Bleak Beach, like trying to get through certain areas, like without being able to swim, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
So that was pretty nice.
I know.
No, glide I like a lot because that one I also use for traveling. So
Mhm.
like if I'm high up, hop off, switch to glide, and just get from wherever I need to go. So that
That's
one's
so
really
cool.
nice for movement. But I just beat the game. I just rolled credits, so I just got Magnemite ability.
Oh, you don't get that
ability's
till you roll credits?
Yeah, like at the very end. This is what I have to tell you, like, which kind of sucks for you just because you love building.
I know, it would
This
help me
ability
so much.
is so OP because you can fly. You can go up high as high as you want. You control up, down, wherever you go. You can put things in the air. So like I know for me, like when I'm doing building, like I have to build yourself up and then lay it around, and then so with Magnite you just up, down, move around. Like it makes it so much easier. I mean, you can fly anywhere, so you can just moving around, building, like that ability is just the best. And it's kind of cool that I feel like the way they set it up, they left it to when you beat the game, you finish the story. Now you can go create, and now you have this awesome ability to just create and build all you want. So I feel like they did that on purpose because
I'm sure they did.
Very cool.
I'm sure they did.
So although that is my favorite because it's like I said, when you're trying to obviously build like tall structures, like it's such a pain to like put stuff above you, and then you got to go up, lay it around. Like it's
break all the blocks you use to get up there. Like it's a
you got to take down the block. Yeah, so like this, like you can break stuff in midair, you can build stuff in midair. Like it's so nice, so useful. So my favorite.
What is the worst ability and why is it?
Copy.
Rototiller? Wait, what?
What? Oh, you haven't got this one yet? Maybe you haven't got this one yet.
Wait.
The copy ability? Or you know which one?
What's the copy ability? Don't you always have that?
Kinda. But like you can, if you want to turn into a tree, you can turn into a tree. If you want to turn into a chair, you could just turn into any kind of random objects around, around
what does that do for you?
I guess really like when you play, there's like little mini games you play like hide and seek or things like that. You play with your Pokemon. I think that's the main use for it. I'm not sure if there's like another practical use for it, but that's if you're like playing games with your Pokemon.
That's your least favorite.
Yeah. So like, I mean, like I said, outside, like you don't really use it in.
Okay.
You mentioned Driller.
The Rototiller is so
what you would be because you get to like.
It's so stupid. You have to individually pick up everything. It takes forever.
No, but like if you're trying to clear the grass, right, to plant, you just mow through the grass so fast. I love it. It feels and so like satisfying. You're like.
Wait, why does yours go fast? Mine doesn't go fast.
Are you sure?
Yeah, unless I do it wrong.
Maybe. No, I'm zooming through that. Like you're
with
tearing up the grass like so fast.
Do I do it?
Driller. Is that what it is, Driller, right?
Do we tell them that I didn't know that you could jump in the game for the first 70 hours of the game?
80 hours in. How are you deep?
I was 70 hours in when I realized that there was a jump button. When I was trying to jump over fences, do you know what I did? I would take a piece of the fence off, walk through, and then put the piece back.
Jeez.
I didn't know.
I feel like, where do you get that? You know that, I forgot where you get that. You get that very early on in the Wasteland. I forgot what little quests you do, and then you learn how to jump. I forgot who does it. But I
think it's Magikarp I learned.
You learn that early on.
I don't read anything, so I just skipped through all the text, and I didn't read that Magikarp did that, so whoopsie.
Very useful. Jump is very good. I love Jump.
Well, this is actually a good segue because let's talk about our Pokopia gripes. We do gaming gripes every single episode, and today will be no different. It will be Pokopia focused gripes. Fresh, what's a gripe you have with Pokopia?
This is my biggest gripe, and it's not like big, but it's also like not a huge deal. The storage system.
Oh, so that's on my list.
The storage system. I like it's kind of I feel like it's a nitpick, but. Like now that I'm deep into the game, like I have so many storage cases and things, and I've created a system for storage. Like it's not as bad, but I wish there was a more like streamlined way of getting to my. I don't know, I need a random pipe. I need cables, like just storing all your items, especially like this game because you collect so much stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like I'm just dumping stuff in crates and like unloading stuff. And then it's like I said, it's hard to find. Like the other day, I'm like, I forgot what I need, a refrigerator or something, or I need like a certain type of bed. So like at first I was like, oh, did I leave it in Rocky Ridges? Did I leave it in Skyland? Because sometimes I'll just be like, your inventory, as in you're collecting, your inventory fills up so fast.
Right.
So like, let me just dump this. Like I'm here, let me just dump this here. So like I dump it. So like, no, is it in Wasteland? Do I need to go? I'm trying to like figure out where did I put this one item I need. So biggest gripe really is the storage system.
Could not agree more.
But it's not a deal breaker. It's just the.
It's not, but it's a super inconvenience when I need one specific item and I don't know
Yeah.
which, not just which area it's in, but like which of my like 100 storage bins it's in. Like,
Yeah.
it's tough.
And that was kind of like I had a tip. It was like a minor tip. Like I would say, create a good storage system. You have all your crates lined up. I think I see some people also put like pictures and labels.
Yes,
And that's what I kind of like. Okay, I'm gonna put all my like land pieces in this bin. I'm gonna put furniture in this bin. Like
flowers.
I would say like just try to organize, because you will be like early on when I was just like dumping stuff everywhere. I'm like opening, it's like, I can't find anything.
I'm still like that. I don't have too much organization, although I have built a giant underground room for storage, but I still haven't like organized everything. That'll be
I got to do some reorganizing too. Yeah, that is my main gripe. I have a couple more, but I don't know if you want to go back.
I'll say one. I think my main gripe is I wish that on like the quote map that it would tell you two things. Number one, where your Pokemon's habitats are, and number two, where they are. And I know in the future of the game, I think that you can there's something you can do where like I think Dragonite or something will take you to a Pokemon or whatever. But like, why is it not on a map? Show it to me on the map. You have a whole map there. What are we doing with it? What are we doing with the map?
Only like a few pop up. And that was actually my second grade, finding Pokemon on the map.
It's really hard.
Because the one thing I like, like honey, if people don't know, honey, and I didn't actually know this till like later on, so I missed this too. Like you can use honey to call Pokemon. But
if you're at their habitat.
The problem I had was like I forgot who I was looking for early on. I didn't even know where this guy's habitat is. So like even I had the honey, but I don't even know where he lives. So I'm like trying to search everywhere trying to find this guy.
I'm sorry, if you have 169 Pokemon like you do, you're supposed to remember where every single one of them lives.
Yeah,
like if you have 101 habitat, like I don't remember exactly which 4 squares of grass belongs to Scyther. Like I don't know. I don't remember anymore.
Yeah.
So, and then I feel bad because I put them there. Like I'm a bad mom. Like I don't know where my kid lives. That's so funny. Yeah, that's mine.
So that was my second. I had one more.
Yeah.
This one is very minor. At least so far, I've not seen any ice Pokemon. Where are my ice Pokemon? Show some love for the ice Pokemon out there. Have you found any?
It's like that whole like Piplup line. There's no ice in them.
I don't think
maybe
so. I could be wrong.
Future DLC, we're gonna get a Winter Wonderland.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe they're
we'll get
saving
to that.
it.
We'll talk about the end. So that's tied into something we'll talk about later.
Okay.
But yeah, that's very minor.
Yeah.
So like there's so many Pokemon, but like I was like one a few. I have a few ice Pokemon I love. I see some love for the ice Pokemon.
Yeah. My last one, and maybe I'm wrong on this, so tell me if I'm wrong. Okay. This is a gripe that I have. When I use rototiller, I very often accidentally till the wrong square of grass. And then when you do that, am I wrong that the only way to fix it is you have to destroy the block, replant the block, then you have to water the block, leafage the block, cut the block, and now it's back to normal? Am I correct that that's the only way to do that?
Like what do you mean back to normal? What do you...
So when you till like a square of grass, now you have that dirt because it
turns brown. Yeah,
right.
With the soil.
But if I'm like, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I want to put it back to grass. I have to go through that whole process I just said. Break the block.
I think what I do, I break it, but then I have another just grass block that I just put, so I don't have to go. Oh, okay.
If you don't have a grass block with you, you have to
process.
Replant it. Now it's plain soil. You have to water it, leafage it to make it have grass, cut the grass, and now it's back to grass. What the frig? That is do you know how often I do that by accident? And then I'm like, oh my God, I have to go 10
I've done that a few
times. That's because I plant a lot of like flowers and all like trees and stuff like that in mine, and it's a problem for me. Okay, this is a topic I've been really, really, really want to talk about. And guys, I'd love to hear yours in the comments. So like when we talk about this, share with us your experience here. I like to start with, you ever do like someone says you want the good news or the bad news first?
Yeah.
I always go for bad. I always go for bad news first. Because I like to end on a good note always. So let's talk about the Pokemon that you used to love that Pokopia has made you not be able to stand anymore. That Pokopia has just made you be like, I just don't even want to be near you. Do you have any?
I have two.
Okay.
Two of them for different reasons. One is Squavette, the little squirrel little Pokemon.
Okay.
This little guy rubbed me the wrong way. Let me tell you why. Okay. This guy grinds my gears. So I thought I was doing a good thing. I was like, you know what? This guy doesn't have a house yet. Let me set him up with a nice little place so he can rest his head. Play with his little toys. Let me get him set up here. Build a little. I'll put this out. Build him a hut. All right, a nice hut. It might be a hut. It's a nice hut. Built him a hut. Put the furniture, nice bed, cushy bed. A little chair here, a little toy in the corner. Bring Squavette to this house that I built for him, or hut, however you want to say. Ask him, do you want to move in here? And you get what this guy said. You know what? This place isn't for me. I think I need a bigger place. I was like, oh no, you did not. I went through all this work. And you're going to tell me this place isn't good for you? He just made my list. He's done.
Did you build him like a leaf den and he couldn't fit in it?
I mean, it was big. Look, it was big enough for, who was it, Machop? Machop moved in fine. He had no problem. Machop was fine. Didn't have any gripes.
Machop is so little.
You telling you better than Machop? Are you better than Machop? Which I don't think you are, Squavette. No offense. Oh my god. You're a squirrel. How big are you? I gotta check my Pokemon handbook. How big are you? So he rubbed me the wrong way.
Wow.
All right, he's on my list.
Amazing.
He's not getting anything nice. And my other one is Lombre.
Oh.
I don't like this guy. Creeps me out.
Okay.
His creepy face. I love his hat on his head, but his face, he creeps me out. He's a little weirdo. He's kind of a weirdo, just lurking around, being a creeper.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Lombre, he can get out of here too.
Okay.
I like Ludicolo, so I like Ludicolo.
Yeah.
Lombre, he can get out of here.
Okay.
He's got to go. Those are my two. Actually, like funny, like I usually don't hate a lot. I love all my Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for all of them.
Okay.
So what are you?
All right. I
know you have some strong feelings as well.
I do. 3 Pokemon that are annoying me. Number 1 is going to surprise you. It's actually Charmander.
Oh.
My Charmander, for some reason, he never leaves his house. He literally will never help around the community. He doesn't light fires for me unless I ask him to. Thank God I have Charizard out there. He does nothing. And when I need him, he is always in his hut staring at the same wall. I think he's glitched or something. Like literally the guy does not leave his leaf hut. I don't know why.
He's a homebody.
He's a homebody, but he never helps. He does nothing around the community. Okay. And it makes me mad. Makes me mad.
It's kind of my spirit animal.
He was my favorite when I was a kid, and like, I don't know. Never meet your heroes, they say. 2 more for me. One is Igglybuff. Igglybuff's in a special section of my pallet town in the corner in a fence where he can't hurt anybody. Because when I found him, he told me he was gonna poke my belly without permission. And said he likes poking my belly, and I thought that was really super weird. So I put him in the corner. I gave him all his favorite stuff. He's happy. He's got a fruit tree there. He's got food. Oh. But he can't hurt anybody where he is.
Off to the
And last but not least for me, and to our friend Porky, I'm sorry. Volbeat. I want nothing to do. Volbeat's the one where it's like, I like human butts. I want to see what a human butt looks like. I was like, I want you to go nowhere near me. I put it up in this big mountain where it can't come near my other Pokemon. I'd never see it in town. Bye. I set it up. It's got a beautiful field. Baby. I don't want you talking about my human butt. Get out of here.
Creepers.
Such weirdos. I love it. Okay, how about Pokemon that you now love because of Pokopia? Not necessarily your favorite ones, but just like Pokemon that now that you've played Pokopia, you're like, I have such a love for this Pokemon now.
You know what? I'm gonna say my main man Ditto. I love Ditto.
Wow, what a great answer!
I feel bad. Ditto's such like an after. He's like a little. He has like a cool ability. Like his thing is copying, and he can turn into anybody. But I feel like he was just kind of like an afterthought. Now it's like I feel I have a connection with Ditto. Like I love.
What a great
sweet
answer.
Little guy. now I want to, now I want them in part of my community.
Yeah.
When I play a mainline Pokemon game, I want to, I put them on my team.
I
Put
want
'em
my
on squad.
Ditto. Aww.
And kind of same thing with Tangrowth.
Oh,
I love
Tangy.
I also bonded with Tangrowth. I again, once you get through like the story, like I feel like I got a connection with him as a Pokemon. Like,
Oh my gosh.
I really love he's just a sweet Pokemon who like wants to help out, wants to meet his humans again. Very sweet. And then the two that are non like kind of mainline or main story wise, Garbodor.
Oh, I don't have him yet.
Garbodor.
I like him already
Garbodor.
though. I love the whole garbage
he's cool.
line.
I like his stuff. Helps you recycle. He's doing cleaning the environment. Always positive.
Cute.
Love him. And Conkeldurr, which I don't like him. He's creepy. He's a little creepy. His red nose, but he's very useful and helpful. Once you get to him later, you'll see you need that concrete. He will get that concrete for you. He's a good guy, and he's kind of cool. Now that I like him, I see him walking around with his little Conkeldurr stilts, concrete blocks.
Yep,
I like. He's my guy now. He's my guy.
Really weird you say that because I almost put Conkeldurr on my list and I didn't. And I'm sad.
Did you?
He was like the one I left off, like the last one I almost put on my list and didn't. But I don't know what it is.
You grew on me.
So sweet and so helpful and like always has a good attitude. And I just like he melts my heart.
He's sweet. Yeah, he's a good guy.
He melts my heart.
Good dude.
All right, so my Pokemon that I now love because of Pokopia, I'm gonna first put Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur was the first Pokemon I fell in love with. Now I've liked Bulbasaur my whole life, but never did I love Bulbasaur. He's my main now.
Cutie.
When I like do like the original games, like even Fire Red, like and stuff like that. Like I did a Charmander run, but if I do games like that, I normally go with Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur, he's good. He's a cutie.
He was my first quote great friend. Like when you get your friendship goes higher with the Pokemon.
Yeah, he's one of the early ones. Yeah.
He was my first one that I was great friends with. So my little baby, I love him. I always bring him around with me so he can grow all my plants for me.
I love that too. Yeah, it's a great ability.
Next up for me, a Pokemon I never gave thought to, Dartrix.
Okay.
The little owl with the emo haircut. He's cute, obsessed with him. I am obsessed with him. Whenever he's in Rocky Ridges for me, and I have him. As soon as I get there, the first thing I do is find him, and I bring him with me everywhere. Every time I'm there, he is at my side. That's my buddy. That's my little buddy. I absolutely love him.
Rowlet so much. Like, I can't. I want him to stay Rowlet.
I like Rowlet, but Dartrix is now like my baby. I just love that Pokemon so much.
He is that haircut though.
I like it. It's like a little emo cut. Did you ever have a cut like that?
No.
Next for me is Cacturn. I love my Cacturn. He's so like nervous and anxious, but so sweet and so helpful. And I just built him a little house, and he's just like my little cutie pie.
He's cool. I like him. Yeah.
Next up for me is Timber.
He is
just
Conkeldurr family.
Yep, so tiny and so cute and so peppy and so sweet and so happy about life all the time. I love my Timber. And last but not least, I'm just gonna say it for the people, Machoke.
Okay.
I love Machoke, and like my Machoke, I built him a big house. He actually lives with DJ Rodham. They're so cute. But he like finds a mirror and he'll flex and like be all happy. But like I don't know, my Machoke is like the sweetest little thing. He like hangs out with everybody. So helpful, so sweet. Weird that he's like a big muscly guy in underwear, but you know what?
He's a
softy. I love him.
Yeah.
Couldn't love him more. That's my list. What'd you think?
That's a good list. Solid
list. I'm jealous of yours. I love that you put Ditto and Tangrowth on yours. That's so awesome.
I love them. Yeah.
Really cool.
I'm glad they got time to shine.
Now, okay, so we went over Pokemon that the game has made you just hate. Pokemon that the game has made you be like, oh my God, I actually love this Pokemon. What are your top 3 overall favorite Pokemon in the game? Top 3 overall faves.
Okay. Number 1, Sylveon. Obviously.
Obviously.
Just, my opinion, and you can agree with me in the comments. Best evolution. Just Also, it's like her habitat is so cute. The cake, the rainbow cake.
Oh, I love her.
Like just her aesthetic, her vibe. Like she's just the best.
Cutie
Love
pie.
Sylvie. Tinkaton. Love Tinkaton. That's my girl
Oh,
too.
cute.
Tinkaton. Also, she has the ability, or I guess her ability, where she can cut your construction downtime.
Oh, she's an engineer, right?
Engineer,
Yep,
yeah. So
yep.
I love you. Yeah, I mean, she was already my favorite. I love Tinkaton, but now that she's an engineer and she can, make building faster.
She's a smart girl.
And then my last one is my boy Fido.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say
this. He's my roommate in my favorite region, Rocky Ridges.
Oh, that's so cute. He's
We
my
moved in
roommate too.
together. He's always sleeping on my bed. We sleep in the same bed. My little Fido.
That's so cute.
I love Fido.
Oh my gosh.
He's a cutie.
Adorable.
What is now? What's your top 3? I could probably guess your top.
Try.
Dragonair.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Bulbasaur, right? No.
Yeah.
The third one I might not know because I don't know. Actually, I might not know. That one, I don't know.
Okay. So
Victory Bell.
Victory Bell.
I love Victory Bell.
I actually love my Victory Bell too and almost put it on the list. I hate Weeping Bell. I don't want my Weeping Bell's banished. It's a weirdo. Love Bellsprout, but my Victory Bell for some reason is like the sweetest angel. And that's the next Pokemon I'm building a house for is actually my Victory Bell.
Nice.
But no, obviously my top favorite Dragonair, my favorite Pokemon in the universe. I love her so much. I'm so happy she's in the game. I'm so happy that I found her in the game, and literally like my whole purpose in life right now is building her an empire. It's just building her an empire. And she's the sweetest baby ever. Her favorite thing to say is, I just want to go in town and cheer everybody on. Like she is like so
she's a cutie.
Precious. She's so precious. Bulbasaur number 2, obviously my first bestie in the game, my companion. I love him, lives with me in Withered Wasteland, and I just love my Bulba so much. And my third is, I just mentioned him, Dartrix. I am so obsessed with him. I'm so obsessed with him. I love him so much. He lives with me in Rocky Ridges with Fido, and he's so endearing and so charming, and I just love him. There's just something about him I just can't get over. He's gonna be a new top 10 favorite Pokemon for me. Like he has pierced my heart in a way I can't even describe. I absolutely
He's cool,
love him.
I like his vibes early on. Yeah, for sure.
Cutie pie. Cutie pie. I will say like one thing, like we've touched on this briefly today, but do you think there's that we'll get DLC in this game?
I'll say strong yes.
Okay.
I feel like this game, like with Animal Crossing, they want to make this last for as long as they can before we get another one. So I think a good way to do that is to introduce, like I said, DLC, new content, keep people invested in the game, bring new people in, things like that. I think I would say about 70% chance.
Okay.
Pretty strong chance.
I think we'll definitely see a DLC. And I want to talk about like what we might like to see in a DLC. If one were to come about. I know like for me, like if Nintendo announced a DLC for this game, and they love their DLCs, especially for Pokemon. I'd love to see new regions. I can see that. Yeah. I'd love to see like a water world or, like a flower world or something. It would be really cool that if they had a winter wonderland. That would be super awesome.
I would say because that was my hope. I talked about it earlier. I want ice. Introduce ice Pokemon. I guess, like I said, we're missing. It's like odd that we have, I believe, every type. I want to say. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I want to say we have every type. That is the only type. So maybe they are saving something for the holiday season.
Maybe. That's what I think.
New region or some sort of holiday tie-in.
Yeah. That'd be really, really cool. Another thing I'd love to see in a DLC is obviously more Pokemon. Specifically, like, this is just personal. Persian's my second favorite Pokemon. How are you going to have Meowth in the game? You ain't got no Persian. How are you going to have Meowth? Yeah. Also, they snubbed the entire Caterpie line. Butterfree is my third favorite Pokemon. You have Venomoth. You have there's and
love Venomoth,
Venonat, and like all those Pokemon. Like where where's my butterfree?
That is true, yeah.
Where's my, like, this, she'd be perfect in the game. All the flowers and stuff like that. She would be freaking perfect to have little butterfree. Bring her. And then also a Pokemon that I think should certainly be in this game. Delibird. Where's Delibird? He could be doing so much.
I told you, no ice.
I know, you're right. I didn't even think about the fact that he's ice. But I think we need Delibird. And then, of course, for me, my last thing, I would love to see, if there's a DLC, better storage. Something universal, or we could at least look on a screen and see what you have and where it is. That would just be wonderful. Those are what I'd love to see in a DLC.
I think like everything, like you should have, I don't know, just everything tied into, I don't know, something where it's tied into where you're looking for a certain item, and I don't know, you should be able to pull it up, have all your storages up in the menu, and something easier way to find these things.
I know. What would you like to see in the DLC besides
I put more. Yeah, I got more clothes. More clothes options. You know, I did like fashioning games. I love options.
You do, yeah.
I found a few. There's a few items I want to find. I know there's like a Team Rocket outfit that I do not have yet.
Oh, I'd love to have that.
Just general random like t-shirt, like random shirts, hats, and even possibly maybe clothes for Pokemon.
Oh, that would be so cute.
Hats, maybe bows of some kind.
Wow.
I don't know, hats for Pokemon. Clothes.
I love that.
So just more maybe clothes options.
Huh.
And then I don't know if it's considered DLC, but like holiday tie-ins and events, like big holiday events.
It's interesting that you say that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I'm right. Actually, I was writing this down just now because I forgot. I saw today, literally, they just announced it like 10 hours ago, that they're going to be having a Bulbasaur event. Did you see this? The next event?
I did see the jump rope.
Yeah, Bulbasaur jump rope. It's going to start on the 19th, which I think is Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. This Sunday, starting the new event. We had the Hop Up event, which was super, super cool. And you know I love Bulbasaur. So what's that?
Have you done the jump rope challenge, the little mini game?
No, I know you always it pops up for me to do it, but I haven't done it yet.
It's fun. It's a cute little quick mini game. So now I like that they're creating this event to where you can get. I think they had like some pretty good prizes. Somebody already posted like all the items you can get. I think Pokemedal is one of them. You know, Pokemedal is like a hot commodity in this game.
3D print.
Oh yeah. I'm excited to get as many Pokemedals as I can.
Nice.
Get that number up.
Cool.
So yeah, just more events. More, like I said, I think holiday times is like one I'm hoping, because like, you know, October's kind of spooky season. Do some sort of, you know, ghost Pokemon event,
that'd be
something cool, and then obviously like holiday, you know, Christmas time, perfect time for new region, snow, ice Pokemon, just something like I said. Delibird pops in.
I would love that.
They could do so much cool stuff. And they said this is like with Animal Crossing, you know, to keep the player base you have, keep them invested, keep them, you know, coming back to the game. Just, you know, reward the players that are already there, things like that. I think it's big for like sim games like that.
Totally agree. Oh, that's so cool. Well, I hope that we do get a DLC someday. If you guys did not know, Entering Endgame as a podcast, we do have an email address, enteringendgame@gmail.com. And we always invite you guys, if you ever want to, you can shoot us an email. If you ever have a topic you want us to talk about, if you have a question for the podcast or the comment or anything like that, negative comments go to Fresh, but anything else goes to enteringendgame@gmail.com. And I invited our communities to share their experiences, or invited them to email us regarding Pokopia. And we do have quite a few emails today. So Fresh, what do you say we go through some listener emails today?
Yeah, sounds great. Love it.
Awesome. I have not read any of these yet. I truly mean that. I have not read any of them, so hopefully there's no bad words. I'll go ahead and read the first one here. This one comes to us from Ishva Mal, my dear friend Ishva. Hello, baby. It says, "Hi, Ashley. Hi, Fresh. I'm obsessed with this game. As my first Pokemon game, Pokopia has been an absolute delight. From the cute aesthetics to the cozy vibes, there's just so much to love. Discovering new habitats in Pokemon is always exciting. I could spend ages restoring each area, building homes, and decorating. Even with 130 hours of gameplay so far, I feel like I have so much to do and plenty I'd still like to accomplish. The low stakes nature of this game have made it thoroughly enjoyable, and I look forward to many more hours of fun. Utterly obsessed, Ishva Mal." Ishva, I think
That's
it's
so cool.
so cool that this is your first Pokemon game experience. What a cool way to like get to know Pokemon in like a
Introduction, yeah.
totally different way. And also I love how many hours that you've played the game so far.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's awesome. Like I said, first experience with Pokemon games, and I'll be curious how you could follow up in the comments or email. Like, are you excited? Like, does this get you excited to maybe jump into some mainline Pokemon or other, offline or side games? I'm trying to think of
Right.
the name. Pokemon Snap or something. Something a little more casual. I would love to hear if you're interested in jumping in and going deeper into this franchise.
It's funny that you say that, Fresh, because I was going to say if you were to suggest a game for Ishva to be his second Pokemon game, and for me, if I had to suggest the next Pokemon game, I think I'd pick new Pokemon Snap.
I would say too, yeah, because Ishwa has mentioned, kind of they enjoy the low stakes and
Yep.
kind of cozy vibes. Yeah, Pokemon Snap is a good second entry to jump into, and then eventually, like I said, if you want to dip your toe in the main line, with the battling,
Yep.
the battle, turn-based combat, battling, things like that, you can always jump into a mainline Pokemon game.
I totally agree. Ishva, I totally understand what you're saying too. Like, there's just
Very
so
cool.
much to do, and like, I just think I'm just so excited that you're having so much fun with the game, and I can't wait to see what you continue to create. Also, I think Ishva asked in my Discord something like I'm so sorry, Ishva, that I can't remember which Pokemon it was, but they had put a couple of different Pokemon and said, are they in the same family, I think. And so we like explained like how like evolution works and stuff like that. So it's cool, your friend experiencing not just a game, but a whole franchise that you've loved since you were 10 years old, and you get to share that with them.
That is cool, yeah.
It's been really cool. Been very cool.
I'm happy for you. Like, I hope you want to get, watch the anime or, collect cards or, whatever.
Yeah. Awesome.
Welcome
Ishva,
to the
thank
Pokemon
you so
community.
much. Yep. Welcome in, baby, because it's
expensive.
Welcome to your new obsession, Ishva. Next one here comes to us from Hypercat. Hypercat says, Dear Ashley and Vel, I've truly fallen in love with Pokopia. As someone who lives and breathes Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, and every farming sim under the sun, this has been the perfect cozy game of 2026. The Pokemon are charming, the backstory has that deliciously dark undercurrent, and somehow it all blends together into something magical. Things I discovered while playing Pokopia. Number 1, you can dig your way into the basement of the lighthouse on the beach right at the start. I felt like I'd uncovered forbidden lore. Number 2, Chef Dente has reinforced my eternal love for this jolly, happy Pokemon. Number 3, daily tasks actually matter if you want to keep collecting everything, especially Vespiquen. I learned this the hard way, and I said this. Yep, I said that too. Number 4, decorate with Pokédolls, but don't forget to use them for Dream Islands too. Number 5, security cameras in your new habitat will alert you when there's movement, and you can check it all in the app. Peak cozy surveillance vibes. P.S. I'm obsessed with the mansion you made for Dragonair. That queen is living better than I am, and honestly, she deserves it. I love you so much, Hypercat.
That's so cool.
Thank you, Hyper. I love the tip too, to go into, you can go just dig your way into the lighthouse, because I haven't done the lighthouse yet.
Yeah. Why don't you talk about that? Thing is interesting because have you poked around the lighthouse?
I've put a few items like in it, but I'm not done at all. So
yeah, so that thing is like end game. Once you get to end game, that's you find out what's down there. So I didn't know you can dig your way down there. That's cool.
Interesting.
That is very cool,
juicy. Yeah. And I do actually decorate with. I have a lot of extra Pokédolls. I love to decorate with them because they take up room and they're so cute.
They're cute. Yeah,
super cute, especially the Arcanine one. It's so big.
I was about to say that one's huge compared to the other dolls and stuff.
And now I don't do the security camera. Do you?
I do. I haven't tried that yet.
I don't have it. I don't have it set up. I should though.
That is funny though. I'm curious to see how it works though. I didn't know you could check it in your app. That is cool.
Me either. Maybe I could find my freaking Pokemon if I use it.
Yeah.
Maybe I could. Hyper, thank you so much for your email. Fresh, I'm gonna send you the next one here if you would be so kind as to read this one.
I got you. This one is from Porky, my favorite little pork chop. Okay, so Porky says, I don't have any tips. I'm sorry, I can't even read. I don't have any questions or tips. I just wanted to say, me and Volbeat spent a lot of time talking about tushies. And he put little giggly emotes, a hashtag Team Ashley. Best wishes and warmest regards, Porky.
Porky.
Loves that Volbeat.
I love how I said I banished Volbeat because it talks about butts all the time, and Porky's like, I got Volbeat living with me right now.
That's his best bud. Thank you, Porky.
Thank you for Team Ashley. Awesome. I told Porky, I swear I hadn't read this, but I told Porky Porky had sent us an email, and then I told him that I was gonna have you read it, and he sent another one. So I don't know what the original said, but if you edited it, Porky, great job. Thank you so much, Porky. All right, next one comes to us from my girl, Skelly Shell. Skelly. All right, it says, do I need an introduction to this email? Hi, I'm Skelly, and I'm a Pokopia addict. Anyways, love the game. I'm a cozy game girly. I played Animal Crossing for more than 250 hours, and I played Dreamlight Valley for more than I'm willing to admit.
I love Dreamlight.
I'm not a Minecraft kid, so that little aspect of it in Pokopia was new to me, with the entire building system being in blocks. But it didn't deter me at all from playing it obsessively since it has released. One thing I love about it is actually having purpose and making my Pokemon's lives great. In Animal Crossing, you don't really make your villagers fulfilled while living on your island. I think it's so cute and gives me more reason to build and beautify every biome. That being said, I have 2 gripes. Love that you used gripes, Skelly. One being the storage system. In all caps, it sucks.
Yeah.
If I have an item somewhere, I should be able to access it anywhere. Searching for an item in my many boxes in 6 biomes is a little wild. My second gripe is the electrical mechanic. It's overly complicated. It's hard to get a grasp on, being that as you progress. It upgrades, but it still isn't easy to master. Okay, I promise to keep this short. I love you. Bye.
That is funny, because we just talked about the storage system. I think that's everybody's main gripe, is the storage system.
Totally agree.
But it's funny that she mentioned the electrical system, because when I was early on, I was like, what do I do with these poles, like these electrical poles? Like it was a bit confusing. Like then you got to get all the power, connect. Like my beach is like poles and cables. This looks so ugly. So I got to go back and, I don't know, put them underground or do something.
Yeah, I heard people are putting them underground. I'm not there yet. I haven't done anything with electricity at all. So it's confusing to me, like, because I haven't done it yet. I know other people have, and I don't get it.
Yeah,
but
it was a little
I can't imagine how many light poles you have to put, like, just to light up a home.
Yeah, and there's like a charging pad, so you got to charge up, but you got to get like power here. But once you get figured out and you understand that, it's not too bad. But like the initial, like, what am I doing with all these poles? That's funny that she mentioned that.
Skelly, I'm so glad that you are enjoying the game so much, especially after so much time in Dreamlight Valley and Animal Crossing. Like, it's so nice to hear that it just like pierced your heart the way that it did mine. I think that you would agree with me, girl, that even with the gripes, it's just such a wonderful and whimsical and cozy little game.
You would love Dreamlight Valley. I played it. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get back into it because they had the Switch 2 edition.
Yeah.
And
I would love that game.
They're introducing all these. It's like, oh, that one you do get hooked. That means just like you get hooked in, because there's. I feel like it has more stuff to do than Pokopia.
I'm sure it does.
There's tons of stuff and like quests and build it does take over.
Cute.
That's why I go play one, because like it takes over. It's like it takes too much of your time.
I think like I feel for the people like Hyper that also plays Animal Crossing, and like Skelly like also plays Disney Dreamlight Valley. I could never do more than one. I'm so addicted to Pokopia. I can't imagine playing more than one. That's crazy.
Dreamlight, you love, like I said, the Disney, like all the characters, and like they're adding. I just saw they added to Star Wars today.
Oh, cool!
That,
good business decision.
Yeah, so that's super cool.
All right, we got one more email here. This one comes to us from Mershdas. Hi, Mershi.
Yay.
It says, hello, Entering Endgame Podcast. Thank you for taking the time out of your amazing podcast that you are doing to answer some listener questions. I have a few questions for you both. What is the one Pokemon in the game that your opinion of changed for the positive? And we can touch on that again. What is your least liked Pokemon in the game, and why? Did your initial feelings or excitement of the game, were they correct, or were they different, and in which way? Thanks once again for taking a moment to answer my questions. I can't wait to hear your responses. Mershi, I swear to God, you're an angel. Thank you for these amazing questions. I know we touched on some of these, but just to circle back, what is the one Pokemon in the game that your opinion changed for the positive? I think I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna switch answers now. And I will say Conkeldurr. I thought Conkeldurr was such a weirdo, and now that I play the game, like I check on every time he's in Pallet Town for me, and I check on him specifically every time I go there. I just love him so much. He's such a total weirdo, carrying around heavy crap all the time, and he likes sandbags and garbage bags and weird stuff. But I just love him. He stole my
I'm just
heart.
curious how you found him in. Where'd you find him? Palatine?
Pallet Town.
Okay, like you're finding all these Sky Island, the Pokemon that I found in Sky Island in your Palatine, which is
Weird.
funny.
And for you?
But mine's Garbodor. Like that's
Yeah.
my. I feel like people look at him like you're just a pile of garbage, but
So much more than
he
that.
has feelings.
He's so
He
much
has
more.
feelings and he matters, and
Aw.
I love Garbodor.
Aw.
That's my guy. He's so happy.
Your least like Pokemon in the game, and the reason why, I'm gonna switch my answer again, and I will say Weepin' Bell. Weepin' Bell really likes to deep throat stuff in my game, and I don't know why, and he puts his mouth on everything, so I just banished him because he makes me uncomfortable.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, you?
You know, like for me, like I was really struggling. Like I know it's like cheesy. Like I love all my Pokemon.
I know.
Like I don't really find like anybody. Maybe like I could think of something like outside of the Pokopia, but like it's just like Lombre. Just I can't. He gotta go. Creeping me out.
And then did your initial feelings or excitement for the game were like pre-game, were they correct or were they different, and why? For me, I was really excited to play this game because it was my first crafting sim game, and I had a feeling I was going to be obsessed with it. And I think the first week I was nervous that I actually wouldn't be because everybody was so much farther than me. But we heard how many hours I've had in the game. So I was correct that I was going to be obsessed with the game. And all I think about in my free time is playing Pokopia.
Yeah, for me, like my expectations were very high. Like when they first showed the reveal, I was like, oh, this Pokemon, but it's a little bit of Animal Crossing, a little bit of Minecraft, a little bit of I was like, my expectations were already high.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to see my expectations met, and they just delivered perfectly with this game. It is so much fun. It's cozy. It's just like I love coming home from work and just like first thing I want to do is like, oh, I want to check my island, check my my different regions, and just jump in. Like I could not be happier with how the game turned out. It's so good.
Ishva, Porky, Mershi, Hyper, Skelly, thank you all for your emails so much. That was so cool. Again, if you guys want to email us for any reason, if you have a question for the podcast or a comment or anything like that, enteringendgame@gmail.com. Fresh, did you have anything else that in the episode today that you Pokopia related that you didn't get to talk about that you want to mention before we start to wrap up here?
One little quick thing.
Yeah.
I forgot a Pokemon I love. How could I leave out? I talked about it a little bit, but Pikachu and Moslax. I'm so happy that we get these new Pokemon introduced. That they're so cute and charming, and like I love the 2 new Pokemon. So
I'm very excited to like figure out what to do with Moslax because it's like I was the most excited to see him, and I just can't wait to like talk to him and like have him be part of my game. That's awesome. For me, I don't have anything else. I just like want to say I just think it's so cool that like so many of my friends are enjoying this and that we get to talk about it. And I personally in the stream, like if I'm at a point like where I'm like, oh, I got like 30 minutes left of the stream, I'm done with my game, what do I do? I've just been popping on Pokopia late at night and hanging out and just having like chill time with my community, and it seems like it's like people are enjoying it, and I'm enjoying like showing like what I've been doing and stuff like that, so it's just been really fun for me.
nice, awesome.
Yeah. Fresh, as we wind down here, let the people know where they can find you and what you're up to in the stream.
You can find me at fresh64_ on Twitch. I'm very excited because I'll be starting up. By the time this comes out, I'll be starting up Pragmata, new Capcom game that will be coming out soon. Very excited to jump into that. So we'll be starting that up.
That's so
Friday.
cool. That is so cool. I love that. As for me, you can find me twitch.tv/Ashley _FL. It's Ashley with 2 E's. I'm streaming all the same stuff I always stream. I just beat Mario Sunshine. I'll be starting Super Metroid for the first time very soon.
Awesome.
my birthday is coming up actually, and I decided that this year for my birthday, I would like to play my favorite game for a whole week straight. So I'm going to be doing an entire week of Ocarina of Time Randomizer starting on April 28th, and then I'm having a birthday stream on my actual birthday, which is May 3rd. I will be 38 years old.
Oh.
I'm getting up there, baby.
Boomer.
You'll always be older.
Technically.
That's it for us. Our next episode is going to be on April 27th on Monday. We always release an episode, a long form episode of the podcast, the last Monday of every month. And we have a really cool announcement on this one, don't we?
Yep. You don't want to miss. Don't want to miss this one, guys.
No, you don't. It's a big Entering Endgame announcement coming April 27th, guys. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be awesome. With that, this has been the Pokopia short. Fresh, thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Very excited to talk Pokopia. So had a great time today.
Same here. Awesome. Guys, thank you so much as always for listening. This has been E Squared Shorts, and we will see you guys at the end of the month. Bye.
Bye.